What's up, everybody? Let me get going here. I'm going to let some people get on as well. Super excited for the stream. Super excited to talk to you guys about everything. Super excited for the stream. Alright. Alright. Let's let people get situated, and then I will be right there. Please listen to this amazing music. This is my own music I made, and I'm going to play it while I'm getting ready. Go ahead and play. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Mm-hmm. What's up, everybody? Sorry, dealing with some complications here on something I'm working on. One sec. Dang it, I can't believe I did this. Transaction history. Sorry, I'm working on something and then I'll be right there. Hope everyone's good. Let's see here. Moments. Let's see what we have here. Thursday. I have to send one email, then I'll be there. If you have to cage him up, go ahead, or put him in his pen. Alright. Alright, let's do this. Sorry about that delay. So, if you waited, I appreciate you. If I'm missing people, so be it. Here's where we're at. UFL is in shambles. As you know, I've been going back and forth between all the different football games. And essentially, I couldn't keep doing that because UFL, it's not skill based, right? I released some tactics. Honestly, one of them was a timed release. Otherwise, I probably would have canceled it. I had totally forgot about it. Not that it doesn't help some people, but where I feel bad releasing tactics or tips in, I just did the defense masterclass. All those things do help. All those things are good. But the problem is, you cannot prevail using those things. You will not prevail. Some teams that are lower quality, like some of the rats, you can beat using skill and using football knowledge and getting better, at the actual game, how it's meant to be played. But 1,000%, the exploits in UFL will beat you. That's the problem. And so, as a content creator, I could do one of two things. I could just BS and try to keep the views up and keep as many people because that's the most viewed game that I have, and go, no, this game's pretty close, man. All we need is this, that, and the other. Just do these things and they'll help. And then if someone says these aren't helping, people are just glitching against me, I could say, well, you just got to get better. You'll get there, knowing in my head like the only way to truly win against those tougher opponents that are just full on the exploits, which there's a lot. That's a vast majority of UFL. The only way to do it is to do the same thing back, to constantly do the lob through balls, to constantly do the corner flick ons, just all the different stuff that essentially blocks your opponent from being able to defend, which gives you free goals, right? But that's not football. That's a total waste of time. I'm not about that. I've never been about that. It's why I go crazy on rats, and it's honestly what being part of FIFA for 31 years, seeing the whole online community be created when football first went online, right? When soccer, whatever you call it, FIFA first went online, and watching the community transform into the most toxic of any game, not just football. And it's because when EA Sports weren't able to get a lot of these exploits out, and then you had players fed up with dealing with it, and then they'd rage out, or at the very least they'd say, I'm going to do it to him back, and then they'd do the exploits. And sometimes it was a mistake. I had an example of this the other day where the game was just trash, and the player, maybe it was a lack of skill, maybe it was either way. He was actually like a fan of the channel and wasn't trying to do certain things. But guess what? I miscalculated by watching him play, and then I started doing that stuff back to him. And that's how that toxic community gets created like that. Because, yes, there's your all-out rats, but they're almost like a cancer, and they spread. It spreads literally like cancer, and then you create rats that otherwise weren't. And then you create a culture where everyone's lashing out at everyone, and now no one is trying to actually play football. They're trying to screw the next guy over. It's why in FIFA and FC there's games where you'll go up 1-0, and your opponent will want to leave the game. They're outmatched, but they will play better than they've ever played. They will sit there and pause and do tactics changes, do subs, just to tie the game and leave. And think about that. In FIFA, you don't get you don't get a win when somebody ties and leaves, but the person who quits gets the loss still. So there's people out there that hated their opponent so bad because of how toxic it is that they wasted all that time just to tie the game and just take the L anyway, instead of even trying to win the game, because if they lost, that means their opponent got the win, and they can't let that player they hate get the win. That toxic community is created with exploits, and that's where UFL is going, and that's where FC is headed back to with the way the tackle backs are being used and also the pinball passing. If you don't know what that means, it's a way that FC tried to be realistic and say a player plays a bad pass, but it's powerful. It'll bounce off the defender and go back to the attacker. Well, the Rats have learned with both tackle backs and bad passes like that, they can just go 100 miles an hour with an attacking formation at their opposition, and they'll usually, even with bad passes, bad dribbling, get the ball back and be able to be rewarded. Sorry, I needed a drink. And so, why I'm telling you all this is because that's exactly where UFL is headed. It's already somewhat there, because a lot of these rats in UFL have had all these years to do these sorts of things in FC, so they're seasoned rats. And then you have the good players, who are the few and far between, and they're not able to actually play football anymore. It's gotten worse and worse and worse. I mentioned my last stream where I had a 15-win showdown. You guys can look back at it. It's my first ever stream, so that's how it's easy to find. And while I got my 15 wins, it was magical, man. The number one player in the world got on and goes, hey, dude, I'm a fan of your channel. I use your tactics, and I went from number 3 to number 1 tonight, and showed the proof of it. His name was Kevin Sump, a South American player. Then another player's like, I've never gotten 15 wins till tonight, man. You got yours. This motivated me. I use these. And it was just this huge thing. The community was all rooting each other on. We were all helping each other. But throughout that stream, you saw these little glimpses of the L1 triangle, rat meta coming into play. It was the very beginning of it. And that first stream was the start of the downfall of UFL. So you can trace it all the way back to the beginning through just going to my first stream. If you watch UFL, then you can see all of the good parts of the game slipping away and heading to this post-patch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where things just kept getting worse and worse. Now, how does that tie to eFootball? So for any of you watching that aren't part of UFL, this is the alternative. And if any of you are seeing, well, what about the things that you said about eFootball? 1,000% true. There's even people who warn me, like, dude, you're going to like eFootball till you get to Division 3. And when you get to Division 3, you're going to see the meta change. People are going to rush you 1,000 miles an hour with all the best players ever put in the game. Ruud Gullit, Maradona, whoever, Romario, all these players. And they're just going to rush at you, play a through ball, and score. Rush at you, play a through ball, and score. And sure enough, I faced it in one of the qualifying games the first day and lost 10-1. It was probably more like 5-1 than I just stopped. But nonetheless, that's the kind of stuff that's going to frustrate you, because all the beautiful football that you learn in this game, right, gets kind of thrown out the window versus those types of opponents. However, you can look at it one of two ways, and either way points at, if you like football enough, you got to play eFootball. And here's the two things. One, you have the best of, let's say you say eFootball is bad and so is UFL and so is FC, or it's in a bad place at the very least, right? This is the less of the three, what do they say? The lesser of the three evils. Without a doubt. FC, historically, toxic community, never really changes. They release this big patch, terrible servers, all these little things that are happening right now. Nick runs a foot market, got so frustrated the other day he stopped playing. I mean, it's a vicious cycle. It always is the same thing. That's actually the historic thing with Nick runs a foot market. He plays FC, and then he gets pissed off whenever it goes through these ratty times. And then what does he do? He plays some eFootball. And at the very ratty times, he plays a little more eFootball, but he always goes back. But he also has a huge following over there, and I get it. That's big money for him. So for a guy like him, it's a little harder. But even he stops playing some to come to eFootball, right? Think about that. There's not any eFootball players that come and do that, vice versa. The other way to look at it is this. In eFootball, the tactics, the meta, that's what's bad. It's a Konami introduced system with like the pressure, the X, for me, the X button, the R1, you know, the pressure button, the AI assist on top of quick counter, and then you mix that with these little skinny, no-width formations, smash players in the middle to try to just smother your opponent, and then through ball. Those are the things that make the game bad. That's the bad part. And Konami can easily get those out, and not only that, but the game has the ability to produce beautiful football. Therefore, when you're like playing and working on your passing and shooting and dribbling and working on getting better with tactics and understanding the managers and how to know what your opponent's facing and how to best shut down your opponent's attack, all these amazing details no other game has, that stuff's all relevant. It will all make you a better player. And then, if and when Konami fixes or nerfs or removes like this current meta for whatever is the main reason, whether it's quick counter or the defensive pressure tactics, whatever, all of it combined, once they remove it, you're going to be golden. And even if they don't, you do have a chance at beating it. You are going to get frustrated. Sometimes you're going to lose to opponents that you're better than, that just run that system better, but you do have that chance. You don't have that chance with all the exploits in UFL. And there's no way you're ever going to turn over the toxicity in FC. I mean, it's ingrained. All the way back years and years ago is when that started, and that's never going to change. That is the king of all kings of ratty, terrible nonsense, right? You could go through all the craziness over there. And so when I say, like, that's the best game, that's the king that everyone's trying to get to, the beauty is every other game is already ahead of them in the sense that they're way more toxic. It's way more like a chore. When you turn on FC or FIFA, a lot of times you turn it on and it feels like going to work or going to school, right? That's not a fun game to play. That's not football. So if a community or several communities, or even just, let's say this community starts playing this game the right way, like I wanted to do at UFL, and starts working on it and improving and really creating content and having our own tournaments, our own co-op things, and this game is the game that we can really make good things happen. Beautiful football, and I truly believe we can really grow within eFootball because many people pass it up, whether it's the graphics that maybe look more, for me, I'm older, so I like it. It like brings back a nostalgic feeling. Like when I'm watching these videos, let me show you this real quick. When I'm watching this, let me see if I can do the video. Let's see. Product details. Still can't believe I got those two on the first pull. That was still magical. But hold on. Let me go to this. When I go and I see... Hold on. There usually is a way to watch that video that I was just showing you guys. And if there is, I wanted to, thought it was when I went to this. I guess not. But anyway, long story short is you have this beautiful like game, dude, and the graphics, yeah, okay, maybe they don't have that stunning look, like that more up-to-date look is FC, but who cares? It looks good enough. The animations themselves to make these legends look good, that's what I like to see, and they stay true to these real-life legends. The beautiful football that you can create in this game, that's how you know, like, Konami has the right, like, they're going in the right direction with that. It's just, for whatever reason, I hear what, I don't know, this is allegedly, I don't know for sure, but I hear the reason why they introduced some of these pressure tactics and stuff is to help some of the lower level players, because their game was so manual and pretty complicated. And even though players like me love that, I could see where they were trying to help the game, but then everybody adopted these pressure tactics. It wasn't like, oh, only the newcomers use it because it's the most simple. It became like, okay, this is the meta, and now that's where you get some of the ugly football. But we have the ability to not use that crap and to still do okay. Like, yeah, I'm 6-16, but you're talking about playing the best in the world. For any FC players, this is just like being Elite Division, because you're playing all the best. It's just, depending on that ranking you see right there, is what determines if you're Division 3, 2, or 1. But you are playing all the best players, right? So that's where I'm at with it. So, and then the new phase starts what? 4/16. We're at 6, so literally 10 days from now, and then you go back to your lower division and you work your way up. And each time I'm getting better and better. Not to mention events, which is what we're about to play, this Man U event. So the one thing I do got to warn you about too is playing this game. If you're from UFL, it's really no big deal because it's the same thing. The rewards are pretty much like UFL, right? You're going to be playing for things like training programs and stuff, and if you don't know what that means, it's fine. You'll learn. Boosters, things like that to help your players. They rarely do like player giveaways. Sometimes they'll have one in the team pass, which I'll go show you. I got my starting right back from it, and I'm so glad I did because Trent's awesome. So if I go here to team pass and I go all the way to the beginning, every season they'll give you a player. And if you get this level of team pass, it's not guaranteed. This is where you got to pay money. So I got Trent. So there's tons of free-to-play teams. You can be free-to-play and absolutely do just fine, okay? You can learn to play. There's all the time I play players where I out-team them because I decide to put money in, and they're so skilled that they end up getting me. So skill does still prevail. But absolutely, when you go get these players, which you do, make no mistake, you do have to put your money in to get these types of legends. Right? The way they do it is there's 150 players, right? $10 for 10 players, basically. And you can buy that whole pack. So roughly $150 guarantees me all three. However, the goal, right, is to spend as little as possible and try to get all three, or maybe you only want Cruyff. So then if I did it this time, I took, I bought $30 worth because there's coming tomorrow as a defender I want. So I said, okay, let's see how much I spend. Hopefully I save some. Well, this may never happen again, but on my first spin, as you see on the top right, 140 out of 150. First spin, I go crazy because I could see I got one, but then there's this black circle that showed up, and everyone else knew, like, dude, you didn't just get one. You got 2. So as I'm celebrating because I got Cruyff, all of a sudden they tell me I get 2, and I got Cantona. Now the marquee player in this one is Samuel Eto'o. So it's almost like each one that I've gotten so far, I've gotten that, and I wanted Eto'o because he's the marquee, even though I love Cantona as a Man U fan, and Cruyff's incredible. The marquee player typically goes deepest, which means you have to spend the most money. I've never had to spend 150, although I've seen streams and stuff. It does happen. This one right here, I needed a number 6. I needed Gattuso, right? I got Gattuso last, but I spent probably 70 or 80 there. Then the other one, it was 3. I got Araujo, Rudiger, and I got McAllister. I wanted both the center backs. Of course, I got McAllister first. You get what I'm saying? So whether that's planned or not, if you're going to get these types of legends, don't look at my team, right? I got to make sure I say this for anybody coming over. Don't look at this team and think that, oh, this is cool. It's going to be like FC. FC, I got nowhere near the top players. These are the top players. If I wanted the R9s and all that, well, I got some of the top players, but let me explain. My team over there is free to play, and what they did after this last patch is FC did a good job of rewarding the top players that get top finishes. So as I'm getting ranked 2s in higher division, I'm getting all these hundreds of thousands of coins and all these packs. I pack Prime Hullet. I pack Butragueño. Maradona they gave us. So they started doing good stuff like that. So in that sense, I got to be 100% honest. Don't look at these players and think it's like FC. If you want these types of boosted players, you see that little E at the bottom? That gives them these boosts. You are going to have to put money in. Do I necessarily like how they do that? Absolutely not. I think it's way too much money to get these, but you do have them forever. Like the team that I started this whole journey with, back when I started my channel, people said you should cover eFootball. I had the Mbappes, the Holland Team of the Weeks in them. That was literally from I think 2 years ago or something like that, maybe 3. But it a slow time with FC, and I tried it after watching some of the FC creators try it. But it took the community having me look at the game from a different mindset to really start learning it and giving it a chance. And now I'm here, and this is the game I'm covering. So all this conversation is worth it because if you have FC mindset or even a UFL mindset and you go in and you, for instance, go into this training section, which I strongly suggest you do, don't overwhelm yourself. Don't go into this free training, okay, and see, oh, this is cool. They have all this detail, but how am I going to learn all this, right? Because if you press the middle button on the the PlayStation controller, you can see you scroll with the right analog. You go over everything. But the thing is, as you're scrolling over with the right analog, you scroll down with the left, and there's a ton to learn within every page. Go with the most basic things that you need and work out from there. Because I'm well aware you guys don't have a community that, as you're playing, they can go, try a stunning fake shot, try this. But what you do have is me. And any information I get, anything that has helped me go from not being able to even get promoted from Division 6 all the way to Division 3, not being able to get a win in Division 6 to having... Division 6, Division 3 to having 6 wins. Those steps, not being able to play the versus meta teams and now being able to... I had almost an undefeated run yesterday in the second round of the World Championship qualifiers. I'm all the way up. I can't remember if I can show you my rating or not. Let me see. But I'm all the way up very high. Okay? And I only lost 1 game yesterday. Had a bunch of wins. That's on a stream. So all these things are helping me. I already started making videos, and I will do more and more now. Because there's so much content to be made around this. That's the other thing. So much more content than UFL. So, for instance, I have elite tips on there. All those things, watch those videos. If you do come over to eFootball, because these are the things that help me. I talk in layman's term. One of the biggest problems I have is when eFootball players talk, they have this lingo that's different than FC and UFL. And so even if they're doing what's basic to them, it's like might as well be they're speaking Chinese or trying to teach trigonometry, which I don't know trigonometry. So I do it in layman's terms. I speak many times in a way that you'll understand coming from the other games. And I promise you that can help you get the basics down, and then you can go up from there. Once you start getting the hang of it, you'll start turning more and more corners and getting better and better, right? And start with the simples, the passing, the shooting, the dribbling, all that. Start with the simple, get a manager that fits like quick counter or whatever it is. Some of this you can look up, and then go from there on learning more about the tactics, right? Once you get that down, you can go a little bit more detail and enjoy that learning process, because it's a whole new experience and it's fun. You're not in any rush. It should be fun. When you turn on a game, it should be fun. When you want to play football, you don't just get to go straight to the top. You have to train, right? You want to work on juggling, you don't just get to go right up to juggling with both feet up to 10,000. You got to work up from it, 10, 20, 30, your personal best. And guess what? It's fun on your way up. I got a new personal best. Oh my God, I'm so close. Oh, I'm close. Oh, I got a new personal best. You're learning a new skill move. You're learning to shoot with your weak foot. And now you're hitting, you went from not being able to shoot to now you're hitting bombs with both feet. Enjoy the process, okay? Because you're going to get what out of it, what you put into it. So I had to say all that because this is the game I'm primarily going to be covering. I know my numbers aren't anywhere near what they are in UFL, but I truly believe that a vast majority of players either A, will just enjoy watching eFootball, because I'm the type of person that does that. Even if I don't play a game, I almost like watching the ones I don't play more. So for one, there's that, and for two, I feel very confident that those players over at UFL that want to play real football and are frustrated with that game, rightfully so, can come over here and have a blast. Because one thing's for certain, you won't feel overwhelmed because you don't need to buy a team. You won't feel overwhelmed because it's no big deal. It's not like the rewards are crazy where, oh my God, if I don't do good, I won't get this reward, so I'll miss out on this player. No, it doesn't work like that. It's strictly about the love of the game and you're grinding up your team. And then you can eventually get to the point where you go into these, well, you could do this right away. You can go into these events versus AI and play them on lower level. You know, I play them on Legend. You don't have to. You still get the same rewards as me. You can play them on lower difficulties. And then eventually, like it's probably even early for me, but I'm not doing too bad. You can get into these, right? The eWorld Championships. So they do have a pro like circuit. And even if this is just the lowest level of getting a taste, you know, I qualified after the first round. And then here for the second round, once it goes in, you'll be able to see it kind of froze, I think. I guarantee my comments froze. Oh yeah, they did freeze. So I just read that, Dave. Dave, are you still on? And I'll answer you. Alright, so, hello, hello, can we see your team sub host? Sorry, so my comments froze, so I apologize. Alright. Oh, and you gotta get, the only way I can do it right now, based on your lack of ability, not your lack, but the lack of ability to send me your video, your tape, the only way we're gonna have to do it is, you're gonna have to get your game on tape, which I showed you how to do on the PlayStation Store. And then just like I showed you with my phone, whatever device you have, we'll have to do it live. We'll have to set up a day, which is fine. That's almost better because then I can run through it live with you. I kind of like that anyway. So how it works is, since you can't send it, if you could send it over, what we would do is, as I'm watching it, you're watching it, and I'm like, all right, pause it the 15 minute and 50 seconds. Okay, see, but we'll go through the whole game. I'll be watching with you, and then I'll tell you, all right, pause here, rewind here, we'll go through it. And then the way I do it, I like having a notebook and a pen, dude. I have a whole notebook. I'll show you actually when we're on our phone together. That I keep all these notes in. I'm old school like that. You might keep your notes in your phone, but I'll inbox you and we'll plan a date for that. And it's not just one either, dude. It's not just one either. So each month, it will happen each month all the way through, and then it will be 2 of them. So I told you, give me your 2 games. I want to go over a close win and a close loss. Or it could be a blowout, but the problem with blowouts is sometimes people start not trying or they go on pressure tactics. So for anybody wondering, give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. Having to deal with this. So, for my coaching, that's what we were talking about. So, when I do it, we would go in and we look over your tape. I like close games, one win, one loss. So if you do pay for the starting 11 membership, that is exactly what you get. It's 2 different sessions, okay? And they work out huge because I did it myself. That's how I've been able to come this far with eFootball, and I'm going to keep going. Not to mention, a lot of my stuff's on live where you can see where I get coached on here, and it helps so freaking much. Because even the top players, why they have coaches and they're sitting behind them during games for hundreds of thousands and they pay to have these coaches is because even the top level players, you need a different perspective. Sometimes you have tunnel vision. Most times you have tunnel vision. So even a different perspective will help you so much. And you're like, I never even noticed that way. And boom, you improve. So it'll be fine even if you don't have the ability on Discord or wherever to send it. We would just get on a live call, boom, we watch it through, and as we're watching it together, I have you pause. Pretty much the same thing, it's just instead of as I pause the game, you pause it on your end, we're simultaneously watching. We would just watch it through on your screen. So, moving on from that, that's more for Owen and anybody in the future that wants to improve and wants to get some of those sessions through the starting 11 membership. So, I got to catch up these comments because they freeze. I got to remember to do this quicker next time. Can we see your team? Yes. Here's my team. So here's my rank in the second qualifiers, by the way. I want to show you guys this. I'm literally ranked 754 in all of World Championship qualifying for eFootball, dude. 754, and think about it. I'm less than a month into just playing. So you can come in, and you see my record there. And remember, I'm 28-4, 24 against, and that's when I totally gave up in that one game and had that 10-1 loss. So other than that, let's say I didn't, let's say it was 5-1. You know what I mean? So I'd have a much better goal differential. I might be 650. But the next ends today, right? I have 3 hours to play, so that's what I'm going to get into, and you'll see my team here in a second. But what I was getting at, here's my team. I'll let you look at it when I finish this, what I'm talking about. When I'm telling you about making this decision, UFL, it's just exploits. If you can really deal with that, okay. But when people are asking if you decide if you're still going to play UFL and all that, yeah, I agree with Nicholas. That's great advice. You have to be patient. Other than from time to time checking on how UFL is, don't see the game being worth it. I would be almost a snake oil salesman if I, for instance, go in there and tell you, guys, the 4-3-3, yes, it is great. It is meta if everyone was playing football. But the minute you go into a game, let's say this 4-3, let's say we're in UFL, the minute you go into a game over there and the opponent starts playing that angled lob through ball or just shoots for a corner so they can do a flick on and score one that you cannot defend it, or does the new one where they do the lob through ball but right outside the box and one of their players heads it in and your defenders can't do anything, or there's such bad lag that you can't even move, which apparently in UFL that you can still do that. You can still manipulate. You can do the disconnect glitch, right? So say you're winning the game, your opponent can still do that to you and take wins away that way. There's so much broken, not to mention you're fighting the game too when the passes don't go the way you want them to. Right? When your player switching isn't going the way you want it. You're battling these terrible exploits that take away skill and prevail over skill, and you're battling a game that needs to be fixed. All I would suggest people do is nothing against not playing and taking a break until they fix it and coming back. That's literally what got SC the patch most recently. Other than that, they had the worst game ever in FC 25. They turned it into one of the best, and even the community is ruining that because it's, like I said, the most toxic community. But there's no reason why I would spend time on that when I can actually help players with eFootball. When we can actually do something unique where I'm on this journey so you're watching as I'm moving up with this. As opposed to I'm talking down and some people think like, oh, well, of course it works for you, but you're like, like when I was ranked in the top whatever, they're like, yeah, you're using this 5-back this way, the right way. You're trying to help people that are in gold division. It's like, it doesn't matter. They can use this and they can work on passing even if they don't use a 5-back. Like, sometimes when you're way higher ranked, people almost, there's a disconnect where people are like, dude, it's not like that in, you know, what do you call it, in silver division or gold or ruby. Like, it's a whole different gameplay over there, and I get what they're saying because it's like that in eFootball too. It's all the way different in Division 6 than it is in Division 3, Division 4 than Division, you get what I'm saying? So I get what they're saying, but in this game it's unique because I'd be literally right there with you in the trenches. So that's the beauty of it, and it's just a game where you get rewarded with skill, and even if you get your butt kicked by the meta, as you get better you can do something about it. In UFL you cannot do anything about those exploits. 100%. And UFL is right there, Dave. UFL is right there too. So my hopes is that you give eFootball a try. It's free to download. You enjoy the process. You enjoy the games against AI, both eFootball League, which is, this is where you go. You'd start Division 10. Okay? You start Division 10, they give you a team. You go into eFootball League. And from where mine says Division 3, yours is Division 10. And for 10, 9, 8, 7, you play only AI. Even a few in 6, but 6 is where you start playing the other new players, and they'll be around your caliber and play PvP. But before that, it's all the stuff you learn. You practice it in Divisions 10 through 7. And you go into these events, and you play versus AI, okay, at the lower difficulty levels until you can work up and play PvP as well as AI at the higher difficulty. And get all the same rewards. As you're doing this and you're learning, you're getting the rewards, and then you can decide if you want to put the money in and get the better players. So I will listen to feedback, but how am I going to be able to give you guys all the different, like say I do a shooting masterclass, okay, because the first time fake shot, I strongly believe, as long as they fix, I don't strongly believe, I know, as long as they fix that animation, that is a great movement. The thing that makes it wrong is the animation's a floating player, and it looks unrealistic, but you can still defend it. If a defender sees that you're going to first time fake shot receive from the left and then go right, he can move his defender to the right and block your shot or steal the ball from you. That's different than the lob through ball glitch where you literally can't defend it. That's what makes it an exploit. You can defend the first time fake shot. It's just that floating player makes it look unrealistic. If they change that to an outside of the foot spin or let it run through the player's legs and turn like anything cool or whatever they turn it to, it's literally just part of the game. That's it. It's just an animation problem. People aren't realizing that. People are going, oh, first time fake shot receive, that's an exploit. No, it's not. It's a proper movement. They just need to fix the animation. Just like if on a regular shot, when you go to shoot, your player's foot wouldn't move. The ball would just rocket in the net. You could still defend that. It doesn't change anything. It's not like you're cheating. It's just the animation's messed up. Same with first time fake shot receive. But how could I go in and do a scoring masterclass showing you that? Showing you the proper angle to score on breakaways, the proper angle on finesse, why you're missing certain breakaways when you're at point blank range and how to make those go. How could I show you all that when your opponent can just go out and do those other exploits and ruin the whole game for you? So that's my take on it. You guys let me know in the comments section, you know, if you still think I should cover UFL, and I'd like to know the why though. Why? You got to acknowledge that you heard me when I said the exploit part. Do you think that's wrong that the exploits aren't there? Do you know they're there and think, I don't know. That's where I want it, because I can't for the life of me think how anybody would want to just go into a game knowing they're going to face these exploits that literally make it to where they can't even truly compete. Because if you're just going to be a player that does those exploits too, I'm definitely not the content creator for you, because that's a waste of time. We're here to play a football game. We're not going to be those losers that, you know, who cares about a win if you're not even playing football? So let's get into it. End huge rant, but it was more of, you know, my decision going forward. It doesn't mean I won't check in on UFL. It doesn't mean that if and when they fix a game, I won't play it. Doesn't mean I won't help players when they need it sometimes. But it's a game of exploits. It's pointless to go over skill when it's not a skill-based game. Point blank, period. And I truly believe that anybody and everybody that truly gives this game time and learns it from a blank slate and doesn't prejudge it based on their experiences in FC or UFL will love this game like I do. Alright, so now time to try to climb. What time is it? 6:02, perfect. Well, I'll do the reviews on the feedback and stuff, you know, looking into the game. I mean, I wanted to point out some of the exploits because I want that video. I want to try to make that video go viral. I want to point out these big exploits. And I want to try to make that go viral. And some people have asked me. Now, I know I'm not one of the biggest creators ever, but since UFL is a smaller game, I think if we really pushed it, we could make that go viral where I point out some of the biggest exploits that are making the game and the developers look just as bad as it's making us players, you know, feel when we play it or play against it. But what I'm saying is tactics. What I'm saying is like that part of it. Showing actual gameplay and trying to help players improve is a lost cause because the game itself is not built like that. You know what I mean? The game itself right now, the only way I could help you truly be successful realistically is say, okay, use this exploit and this exploit and this exploit. And I already experimented with that and it went bad. I experimented with that during the big L1 triangle switch to L1 square lofted crosses. I had Holland and all of it, and I was like, oh, until they get rid of this, you know, this is what you got to do, but it will be gone soon, thinking that would be like the end of all exploits. Boy, was I wrong. And sure enough, a lot of players were pissed that I was not only using it, but showing it, so I'm definitely not going to go that route. But it just feels like null and void to try to train people on skills, knowing that these people I'm trying to help are going to go in and get beat by worse players that are just using exploits. You know what I mean? Alright, so here's our opponent. This is what I was talking about. So you see I out-team him, but it doesn't matter. He's got Hansi Flick. I still have to learn the managers and see what he's playing. It looks like he's playing probably either out wide or long ball counter. He's got Messi up front, Elise. So I'm not going to do any man marking or anything like that. If I wanted to, though, I would go boom. Sorry, I would go tactics, individual instructions. I already have Maldini and Gattuso, my CDM, and my left back on do not move up. I want Trent Alexander moves up almost as a false center mid with McAllister, helping feed my three attackers. And then what I've been doing, let's look how he's playing again. 2 DMS, okay. So I've been either centering these guys or pulling them wider. And that's what I'm going to do because what I see here, okay, sometimes I change him to DMF McAllister. I'm going to keep him CMF. I'm going to keep this going. And we're going to see how this goes. But I think I can exploit the wings easier, get it away from, Kimmich, Pedri in their middle. And I still am solidified. So let's see how this goes here. But you see the compact team, and we're going to try to get Totti and Cruyff free to then serve in Kohler. If not, I'll start Bebeto, sometimes Cantona, right behind Kohler. But I want to go wider. And sometimes I'll even start Gnabry he has a special edge crossing to get crosses in. Well, I can take advantage of that, though, so hold on. So you got to make sure your players don't have an arrow facing down. Okay, they don't. Boom, boom, boom. So that's how we're going to start. We're going to keep quick counter. We might go to long ball counter. He's possession. Yeah, so I'm quick counter right off the bat. So it looks like he's playing possession. Hansi Flick's possession. That's what I needed help on. Thanks, Nicholas.
Beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere.
So yeah, definitely all the reviews, keeping my pulse just like I've been doing. That doesn't change. But as far as the helpful stuff goes, is more what I was talking about, Dave.
We have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena.
But I truly hope everyone gives eFootball a try because, and you've seen how frustrated I get with it too, but at the end of the day, man, I had a blast. I've been having a blast playing because I'm turning the corner, which is cool because I know I can help. I can help you guys skip some of the annoying things that I faced.
Swings it across.
All right, so we have Kohler up top, so we're going to utilize him to try to win these flick-ons. Obviously, we got a big good battle there.
And here's Dembele.
Ooh, he's off or he's in.
He's onside.
Good D by Rudiger.
Excellent challenge.
Good. Ooh, timed that well.
Winner, savior, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows.
Good. Boom. Again.
With the challenge.
What happened here? Offsides. Messi got a card on Rudiger. You would never see that in real life. So I'm going off the ball here. I'm going to try to flick it out there to Gnabry. Look at this. There it is. Come on, Nabs.
Defending.
You got to keep taking those big touches. Good. Oh. So there is it's a little bit heavier gameplay. The lag's never terrible on this. Nice shot. Nice try. But it is a little heavy right now, without a doubt.
Good spot. He's seen the run. He's picked his way through.
Good. Super cancel is L1 and R1 and R2 as well, by the way, and where it works really good. Didn't want that to go there. Where it works really good is when a AI is making a run, because you're utilizing the AI runs. It's not manual like FC in that sense. You can cancel it. Good ball. McAllister's through. Oh, just too much. That's one thing I got to work on too, the power. But you see what I'm saying? That layoff was so sick, dude. Cruyff, look at that lay. Like, dude, I love it. Like, man, it's just so satisfying, dude. It's proper, actual football that you're playing. Now, this is a part where you send the pressure. That's where it gets like, what the hell is this crazy pressure? Oh, no. See, that was a rookie mistake. That should be 1-0. Rookie mistake. I did not think Kohler was going to stop his run. That's why I didn't play it there, just in case. There it is, goal. Yes, offside. Son of a gun.
Referee has his flag raised for offside.
Here you go.
It's gone out for a throw in.
Damn, I should have just kept going through with that. That's where you got to learn to read the player, because Kohler is a target man. Advanced striker, he probably would have made that run there. But you start learning all that stuff. Good, look at this. All the way out wide. Good. Good, again. Again. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, he got kind of lucky there. I'm not going to lie. Boom. Boom. Boom, you're through.
Now it's
Oh.
He was berating his defense before making
Oh shit, I overran it.
He is through here. That's been intercepted.
Good touch, McAllister.
So good from him. Pedri. Oh, now
good.
An interesting matchup.
Good, Gnabry. Oh my god, yes. This is huge. Gnabry's got a beast of a cross. Perfect goal. Oh no. But it's just like, it's a satisfying feeling, and the more you play this, the more you appreciate good football plays. because you actually have to earn them. And there's tussles and there's skill sets that you have to get good at. And there's just no way, dude, that I love this game. Truly do. And I've been saying that part, but the meta screws it up sometimes, but you can't let that shit ruin you, because that's not the developer's fault.
Always onto this.
Wow, he stopped his run. 1-0. Just like that, we're down. Beautiful run. Now, don't ask me why my defender stopped his run on that one. I wanted to watch it.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
So the first moment of real significance.
Very good.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
All right, he's doing good with this out wide. I'm not going to make the sub yet, but what I am going to do is sub you. And let's get another shadow striker in there. See if we can make this happen. Draw the attention to Kohler and have Cruyff and Cantona in the middle. We should be up in this game anyway, so we need to score. But that's how it goes, man. I made a few mistakes, and that's how it goes. Yeah, I mean, I hope, Dave. The problem is, right now, it's not like that. And so right now, it's all exploits. So it doesn't matter. If I go turn on the game right now and go, guys, I'm going to utilize all the skills that I learned. It used to be where the skill could make it over like certain. I'd say the worst was the L1 triangle, because it allowed crappy players to skip build-up. And it was terrible. But dude, that lob through ball is just as bad, man. You cannot, your defender will not get the player, and you cannot switch to your center backs. They'll just sit there and watch the player run to goal. I mean, that is frustrating. And you get players, I mean, it's so hard to stop that. You have to literally stop a pass near midfield. I mean, they're gonna get them.
Time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that.
Cantona. Oh.
Dembele.
You ain't getting that.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Good. Flick, back. Good. Again.
Now it's Messi. That has been cut short.
Good.
Gnabry.
Terrible cross. What?
Now it's Ribery.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
How are you getting that?
Now it's Messi.
Good, Rudiger. Good. Boom. Boom.
Okay, being behind
I should have hit X there.
Ideal,
I screwed up there.
Of time to reply.
Dembele. Pedri. Well, now it's... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Hall. That's the
right.
kick.
Fat fingered that one, but it's fine. I should be able to win this.
Corner.
Come on, Pirlo. Good. Come on.
And now they can spring out of defense.
You're in. Good. You're in again.
Ooh, perfectly
Come on, Cantona.
He's found a way through.
Goal.
Cantona!
Yes. Great counter on the corner. Terrible decision by my opponent to have that many players up and play that dangerous cross, man. Whew, they let me back in it. Plenty of time to keep going now. The other good thing about having a manager that can, it was $5 for this. You're in. Great run, Cruyff.
Good contest with two very good sides and with such great individual talent on show.
Oh, did you guys see what I wanted to do? Oh man, I should have switched that. Yeah, if you want to cancel, you got to get good at hurrying up with L1 or R1, R2. Because what I was trying to do is slide that through to Kohler. And let me give you a little other insight for those who are new to this. You can build the player how you want your own way. So say I get Cantona, I can make him like better at shooting, better at dribbling, better. I can do it how they recommend, or I can make my own version. And my version of Kohler, a lot of people just go, make him jump high, make him just header. Dude, he's great as a target man receiving the ball. Oh, I love how you can't tackle back in this, and they did that cooldown period because they realized that it's a part of video game football that's nonsense. Because tacklebacks don't work like that in real life. So instead of saying, oh, it's not realistic, they did it because it makes the game better. That was sick. Good, Trent. Trent's so good on the ball, dude. You're in. You're in.
Cantona. That's good running with the ball.
You're in.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Ah, one too many.
And it's Ribery.
See how I acted like I was gonna go into him, and then I really did. You just learn these little things, these little nuances. Oh, it got through! It got through! You're in. Aww. Good. He didn't know I was gonna do that. Great tackle. But see, if he would have read that and seen me coming, boom, he slips it through as I'm coming to him, and I'm in trouble. So committing to that isn't a guarantee. And when you're not as good at the game, you see that stuff and you're like, oh, it's stupid they play those, the pressure stuff. But they do need to tone it down, but you can beat it 100%. Good. Oh, you're through. Yes. Oh, my God, you lucky little prick. Oh, shit. Boom. See, I should have just cleared it. I'll take it. Now he's pressuring the shit out of me. Alright, good. So I'm fine with that. So he's pressuring the shit out of me. So we need to change this up. Let's go. The crosses aren't doing too well for us. So let's get Schneider in. He's more of an attacking mid. Let's get Kohler out of there too. Let's get Bebeto up there. Let's do these withdrawn. Both of these guys are good with their weak feet. We'll go CMF with him. Draw him back. He'll be a little more up. Because Trent comes up, remember? So Schneider will be here. And you'll be more withdrawn. Beto's good with feet too. We'll try to get Cantona going through. Let me scoot this over a bit. Alright, let's see how that works. See how this works.
Olise. Messi, who set up one goal.
Good tackle. Good. I thought he was going to commit over to the other side.
Brahim Diaz.
Oh, no way.
Pedri. Olise. Pirlo.
Turn out.
This is the time you need that pace.
Good. Go. Pressure.
Well, he's hit it long.
Oh, he megged me.
Brahim Diaz. Messi. Oh, just skip. And Messi!
Oh, see, he's got those finishes down. Good ball. Ah, you got to win that, though.
Oh, that's a key interception. Pirlo.
Good.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Good. Oh, my God, Cantona.
He's found a way past.
Good.
Cantona on a strong run. He's gone for goal!
All right, we're fine. Cantona feels incredible on the ball,
I
guys.
think he's done great
I'm dead
there,
serious.
both reading it and dealing with it.
I'm going to reset this just in case. All right, hold on. The hell? There we go. Of course it froze. Damn it. Sorry, I can't see the chat right now. Man, I hate when it does that. Good. Boom.
It's a good ball out wide.
No way that just happened.
Guardiola wins the duel this time. That's a good
Well,
run
that
down
didn't
the
work out
left.
as planned. The first part did, not the second. Good.
Into
Boom.
the last quarter of an hour.
I'm fine with that. Go ahead and go out.
What a throw in. Martinez.
Oh, you're
he's
in.
given it away.
Come on.
Oh, that's
Come on.
fabulous. Bebeto.
Oh, make the cross. I should have fake shot. Guys, there's so many things I could have done there, by the way.
It's their second
Oh
goal
my
of the
God,
game.
there's so many things I could have done there. Dang. Go! There it is! Oh my gosh! See how realistic it is though, man?
Or maybe the tension around
Perfect.
this played a part
I just
in that
made that
because
up on
it
the
should have
fly
put
too
them
once I
ahead
saw Cantona mismatched. You know, because that's what you're looking for too. You're looking for mismatches. There it is.
Oh, that's a fine interception.
there. Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, great. Hits one!
Damn it, man.
Goal at his mercy,
I gotta
and
finish one of
somehow
these guys,
he's
you know what I
missed it.
mean? This is where you wish Kohler was in. We're getting all these corners. That's okay, though.
So, third corner of the game.
Two options. Boom. Flick it. Good.
Oh, well played.
Finish. Yes!
It's there!
What he was doing wrong, he should have known, dude. When I went short, I'm going to go Cantona. Keep your big center back on. Cantona, I didn't even really have anybody else that could win it here. Look. Look who Cantona was up against. Brahim. Smoked him.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop?
So
from
now
here?
I'm going defensive.
Well, I think you can write
I'm
this
even
one
going
off
to
at
pause.
your
I don't
terms.
have any
It's gonna be
left.
joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Good.
Barcelona have a simple
I should have
task
just cleared
to
it out,
find
probably.
something to sustain
Get it
now
further
and
down the
keep
field.
pressure on.
Good. You're through.
He's through here.
Good.
Now it's Cruyff. All eyes on
Penalty.
the referee.
Yes.
It's a penalty.
Yes, guys.
Big
Huge.
chance now from 12 yards.
Huge. Now, let's show you how to take these. Penalties are the one you want to power these all the way up. I thought it was crazy, too. You hit R1 to get this aimer thing. Okay. And you don't go too high because you're going all the way powered. So you're going around here. Boom. Boom. Oh, my God. What?
Opportunity wasted.
Not the best.
Don't ask me what happened there. That never happens. John, are you on here? That happened with Holland that one time. Why does that happen sometimes? I didn't stop moving it. I aimed it for the corner the perfect way. Why did it do that? Dude, what the fuck? I was told you always power those up, and when I do, usually they go in, so I'm not saying that John told me wrong, but something's going on there.
Driving on and making good progress. Fiddles it through.
Good, Maldini. Take it all the way down to the corner and don't stop.
He's got away.
Penalty. All right, another chance. Here we go. Maldini's a beast, by the way. Maldini's a beast. Okay, so Pirlo, I'm changing you out. You freaking missed terrible. He's got 90 penalties, though. Let's go Schneider. Let's see why he missed that. Look. Boom. Maybe I was too far out wide. See what I'm saying? So I don't know why Pirlo missed, and he's got 90 penalties, but whatever.
Not a twitch, not a blink. A picture of confidence.
Well, there's that. So big win. So guys, remember, I'm less than a month in, and think how bad I was.
What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic
You've seen all my videos, man.
What unity, what joy. That was
I strongly suggest free-to-play game. I don't care if it wasn't free-to-play game. Look how much money I'm putting in. And tomorrow I have a big spin. Tomorrow I spin 4. Tomorrow I spin 4. My right back. Everyone's talking about. I forgot the dude's name. Sick Italian Inter Milan legendary right back. I want Zanetti, because Zanetti is decent in FC, but they didn't do him justice. The general. Hold on. Let me see who tomorrow's spins are. If you guys don't know, if you want to go see all the leaks, kind of like how Foot Sheriff does, it's Pro-eFootball. Pro-eFootball. Okay. Javier Zanetti, Giuseppe Bergomi, and Christian Vieri, who Vieri got beasted. Butchered, not beasted, butchered by FC. But Vieri's a 105 striker with phenomenal finishing. Zanetti has Fortress, which only helps when you're up in the second half or something. And Bergomi has nothing. But wait a second. Is Zanetti not a right back? It's in Chinese because China gets their own version of eFootball, so that's how they get these leaks. Oh, there's Real Madrid selection tomorrow, dude. Guys, there's a Real Madrid pickup. 102 Mbappe is coming. And 102 Bellingham. That wouldn't be a bad sub for my... They're not boosted, but Mbappe feels amazing in this game. Militao, Camavinga each 100. Lunin for 97. Lunin's a beast keeper in UFL, by the way. Just gave Ferland Mendy 97. Danny Caballos is 96. And then 95, Asensio. Dude, that 102 Mbappe would be a great super sub for some of you guys. I'm pretty much already set, although I might even go for that, because Mbappe feels amazing. Militao as well. So let me see. N3. Let me see if I can connect these. They have him as a left back. They're bringing Zanetti as a left back and Bergomi as a right back, but he's a defensive right back, and I have a feeling Zanetti will not be defensive. I have a feeling he will be more attacking. The Park, Showtime, League One, McDonald's, right 3 point. So I'm pretty sure you get 3 spins only for the Real Madrid players, but I could be wrong. And you can release the ones if you get them and you don't want them. Let's see if there's any good other players in these spins. Not really. They have Alexis Sanchez in there. The other players are never really worth it. Maybe for a starter team or whatever, but our newer team. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if I'm going to buy FIFA or FC 26, guys. I really don't. I was enjoying FC 25 for a month, and I just don't know if, dude, I love my community, bro. Like, okay, I was happy when I was like at 100. When I first started this, I was like, I might get 20, 30 people I could help, maybe. Even if it's 10, that'd be cool. Next thing you know, I'm on my way to dude, my goal is once I get to 1,000, I could start getting ads and I could save up. And then thank you so much for the people who bought memberships. I mean, I know it's only $2-3 a month, but you do get videos early. You do get a say in the channel and stuff like that. The starting 11, then there's a middle one too for like 5. Like, I know it's not a ton of money, but I feel like I do pretty well with the perks that you get. And I'll be using my coaching with Owen to show how that works, but it will go right back in the channel, because what I'll do next is get it where I can switch from game to game. So say I do get enough money, well then I would buy FC 26 with it, and then say it's slow period or there's a big weekend, boom, I go over there and then I show you how I build teams, because all those tricks to building, the team that I have, everyone's like, how did you get, because I took months off and they saw my team at the beginning. So I went from that team that I didn't have after not playing 2 months until the patch, and now I have Hullet, I have left back, I have the Mindy, I didn't pay a penny, Mindy, SBC. Center backs, I have Capita's SBC along with Gay's Team of the Year Evolution. In goal, I have Casillas, who's the best goalie this year. I have his Team of the Year. Right back, I have Zambrotta's Evolution. I have Matuidi with Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's the next one, was going to be the next one to be replaced. Cam, I have the 93 Hullet that I packed. Striker, I have CR7, flashback, Cristiano Ronaldo, flashback, Butra coming off the bench. Then I have Maradona on one wing, and on the other I have Rodrigo's 94 rated card. All free to play over there. So I have all the tricks and stuff. So I can help out, but I just got to be smart with the money stuff, because I like to put in to get players and stuff too, because I think that's a cool thing about it. Some people can't afford to get some of these legends, so they like watching that, because they got the free to play. And some people like watching free to play, like they have, there's a mix. But I have a lot of ideas and stuff. We'll just, I'll see as I go. But, so yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at with it. But right now I just stream strictly through my PlayStation. Which the only thing bad about it is it's one game at a time. It is what it is, but... Alright, so now we go in... We're 530 ranked. 7-3-3. Not freaking bad, dude. How much curve and spin the player. So this should be a good player. We're going to wait and see. Alright, boom. Okay, yeah, very good team. So let's see. This will be good for you to see if I get my ass kicked or not. So this is the hole that I was telling you about. He hits bomb. So this is going to be a ridiculous team. Every player he has is ridiculous good, dude. He has my Rudiger I have, but he's playing him left back because he's so stacked. With a Rojo, too, who has aerial 4. No problem, babe. I love you. If you're shutting that door and getting in there, I'll shut Grandma's door. Go ahead. You can let him out. Let him out to run around. Let my puppy out, run around. My daughter's jumping in the shower. What's up, Whispers? Holy shit, dude. Long time no see. I was just talking about the stream when you got your 15 wins. That was when the game started going downhill. Oh my gosh, guys. This is the guy who got the 15 wins I was telling you about. That was one of my favorite memories. Yes, I'm definitely doing the pack opening. I already got coins saved up. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to switch you to DMF. We're going to have to go pretty defensive here. However, I'll move you more out wide. And you more out wide. And you're going to come back. Like this a little. So I can still get those crosses in. Totti and Cruyff can still cross. Yes, I want Zanetti because I know they have him listed as a left back, but you know he's going to be able to play right back. And I have a feeling he won't be. Does anybody know? Somebody check, because I know the other Bagami or whatever is going to be defensive right back. Trent is a fullback finisher. I love how he comes into the center mid. And I would even love a offensive fullback that stays out wide. But I don't want two defensive fullbacks. I already got Maldini. I want preferably a fullback finisher, but if I have to go offensive fullback, I will. Zanetti, what's Zanetti? Zanetti's not defensive fullback, is he? And CDM2. I won't use him there, though. Can someone give me his details? What's his play style that he has? It's got to be fullback finisher, right?
Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear. The noise is fervent. The atmosphere.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's just from putting money in. But did you see how my first spin, I got Cantona and Cruyff on my first spin, dude? Oh, shit. I tried to go backwards on that. And I've been doing well. I'm 6-3-3 in these World Championship qualifiers this second round. 6-3-3. I'm 530. So I know only top 16 on PlayStation go through, but for my not even a month into playing, that's not bad, you know? But UFL is just toast. I'm done with UFL, dude. Even FC was fun for a month. But good defense, Arojo. Oh!
Too happy to take that back. Right, Shevchenko.
Good. Whew. Alright, I got shaping up. But yeah, I always tell everyone that night when the #1 player in the world came in, like, I use your tactics, and then you message me like, dude, I got my first 15 wins. That was so cool, dude. And then it started going downhill because that was during when the glitches started getting terrible, or the exploits.
I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one.
Go wide on him. Oh.
Nothing phases him.
Should have probably finesse dribbled there. A little more weight.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Messi. Hullet.
Good.
Alexander-Arnold.
Good.
And now the breakaway.
Good Gattuso. Look at Gattuso dribbling. Fuck.
Both teams. And it's Hullet. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Good read, needed to be. McAllister.
Good. Release. Touch. Good. Touch. Good. Off him. Damn. He's got these beast players. They have amazing positioning and awareness and stuff. So, I mean, this is going to be a tough game, dude. This is going to be a tough game. I mean, I have a very good team, too. Don't get me wrong. But he's definitely got me beat, as you can see. So, Shevchenko, he just did a sick turn off me. Simple as that. I could have probably backed off of him here. Let's see it. Let's watch it. He won't watch it. Man, I don't mind. I wish my opponents knew. I don't mind watching good goals, bro.
So the first goal of the game.
I should have probably backed off of him there. You know what I mean?
This is the time where they can't afford to let
people always don't realize, like, the rage comes from the shitty-ass rats. But when you play good players with good goals and good... dude, I watch that all day. It's not about winning and losing. It's about playing football, dude. It's about not wasting my time playing rats that exploit, which is why UFL is a waste of time right now. The rage comes because UFL is full of bullshit exploits. It's a waste. Players won't use skill, you know what I mean? Use skill and get better at the games. See, look at this beautiful football you can play. Oh my God. Good. That's a foul.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's
good again.
setting themselves
Oh
up
man.
for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the
I'm going more attacking because I'm not really worried about his. The best defense is offense against this. Oh fuck, I messed up. Defense is offense against this type of player.
And they have got just the right players for that. Nice sequence of passes this.
Steal that. Good. Good. Perfect. You're fine. Save it. Switch fields.
They were certainly tested.
I'm going LBC on him.
Rudiger.
Good.
Totti. Great pressure, plenty of it. And it's Pirlo.
Good.
Pirlo.
Oh, thank you. Oh my God, Schneider can score these guys. Schneider can score these guys. Oh my God. Schneider can score these. I gotta get Schneider in there. I got to, dude. I know it's kind of crazy, but I'm down a goal anyway. I'm scooting him over because to give Trent room when he comes up. Bear, you okay? What you doing, bro? Oh, you just going crazy because you want Kinsey. Thanks, Whispers. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, dude, the community's awesome. UFL's still that #1 game for me, though, and I have a feeling there's some players that aren't going to receive my news too well, that eFootball is going to be my main focus, but I can't shit on the truth, dude, and there's no way I can sit there and do these skill videos. I'll keep my pulse on the game and stuff, dude, but I'll still play, like, showdowns and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Maybe in a little bit I'll get on just so people understand like how I'm looking at it. I'll get on. I'll do a UFL stream here in a bit. But I want to finish this and see how high I can finish. This is a goal. My first ever second round qualifiers.
Substitution on the field. Pirlo having a look.
Boom. Schneider.
The keeper is ultra busy in trying to just get everything in order.
Oh, too much, too much. Crap, guys. I practice those all the time just to do that. Sorry, Schneider's a beast. He can help me get a goal. It's not like he can just hit free kicks. Good too, so you beast. Oh, I messed up there. That was my chance, guys, to score.
And it's Messi. Now it's Hullet.
Good. Come on, Maldini.
Pirlo.
You're in. Oh my God, look at this dude. What's he playing?
Interesting ball. Collar.
You're in.
Possibilities, but in the end
Oh, should have done one touch too early.
Pirlo.
Damn it. Foul? I was hoping he'd foul me. Dude, we're going to get our chances. We're going to get our chances against this guy. We just got to hope he doesn't get another one before us.
He won't be happy with that one.
Shit.
Shevchenko, Neymar.
Oh crap.
Hullet.
Good. Come on.
That's good running with the ball. Pass somewhat off target. Thuram. Messi. Has a shot.
Jesus, see what I mean though? See what I mean? The special players are special, dude, no joke.
Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And this is getting better and better.
2 added minutes have
That
been
looks like a
indicated.
preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So that's two
Oh,
now
why didn't he
without
go to
reply.
that?
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting
Two
to
special
sit on
player
this, but
goals is what he's got
I'd
over
say
me.
go grab a third.
But we're not far off though, you know?
Here's the whistle for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
That was a stunning
it's
shot. He
pretty
held
straightforward.
R2 to
They've
hit
got
that shot.
themselves into
I needed to
very
close him
good
down
position.
clearly.
So why dither from
And
here
a
when they
quick
can
reminder today,
repeat their
everybody,
first half
to make
success
sure
with
to put any
another
makeup
show
in
of
the
strength?
bins provided. Thank you for your cooperation.
Pull his center back out. We're down 2-0 now, so I need some special. I need some special sauce. Canton is brilliant from distance too. Shadow Strikers. So I'm playing a 4-2-4 now, guys. I have a feeling he's going to try to sit back a little, so I'm going to do something like this. Now I'm opening myself up big time, but I'm not just, I don't care, you know. I'm going for it.
And the second half gets
Oh, I read it too, but I went too far. Good.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts
Damn,
of getting
man.
back into
Like the
game,
positioning of these players.
and
Watch, he's going to
concede
cut. Look, he didn't
next
cut.
goal becomes crucial.
Good D. Good. Come on, Gattuso.
There's a beautiful
Play feet.
simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side.
Oh,
Look
I
at defense
tried
on the
something
other.
crazy. Gattuso's got that.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Pirlo.
Boom. Good.
Gnabry.
Look how he's on me.
Oh, that's neat.
Good, Gnabry. There it is. Cantona.
Araujo is there and he can get that clear. Vieira with the clearance and reclaimed it in a
Yes. Oh my God, guys.
Oh, he's really
I thought he was going to slot it near post. That could have been huge.
Everything else was
It's not. We're not you know, we're getting our chances. But God, I love this game, man. I wish everyone could understand how much fun you'll have playing. It's just so much worth it. Yeah, it could be better rewards. Yeah, you don't get many, but UFL you don't either, and the game sucks. Like this, at least the game is the fun part, and getting better and learning. And I like the events and stuff, and putting the boosters on. I wish it wasn't random. I wish when you earned a booster, it wasn't random, so you could give your players like these cool boosters. But oh, look at this football, guys. Oh, I thought I had him when I changed directions.
Is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Good.
There's no doubt it's
Good.
a long way back, but
Good,
they
you're
can
in.
at least
Good.
give us something to believe the
Ah,
gap might be
that
closed.
Vieira is just everywhere, bro.
Pass is intercepted.
Good. Oh, I thought he was going to slide.
He's a sharp little ball.
I think I
here.
overpowered it anyway.
Shevchenko engages and forces him off the ball.
Good turn. Ah, dude, he's just on me like white on
They need
rice.
to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nope, you ain't getting that, bro. You think I don't know what you're doing?
That is pretty much the end of
Ah, gotta be quicker. Gotta be
Passes
quicker.
the best.
Whoa! Good, Gattuso.
that. And back to the goalkeeper.
But so the biggest thing you have to get used to, and why it might look weird to some of you, is that you're relying on the AI and the skills that they have. Oh
Now
my
it's
God,
Messi. He's looking to set
the
free
skills
the
that they
runner.
have.
Well, it didn't look good
I
for a
screwed up
while,
that
but
bad.
that
Damn
was
it! Now I get an
brilliant
amazing
defending,
score.
and they got away with it.
Yeah, I know, but I can't. It's hard to get tokens, so I only get them, for me at least, when I sell certain players. But like, dude, I sold like 1 million, it felt like, and I think I have like 54 tokens.
Is it really plausible to have a hit from here?
Nice try.
Decent
So,
hit from there.
unfortunately, I get them few and far between. And then the lap for this one, for the penalty kick, for the mini game, it's only a random token. They should do that. It should be a pick, you know what I mean? Look for a mismatch. Oh, boom. Turn out.
There,
Boom.
uncompromising.
Freaking Kohler never makes those runs away from the ball, and he finally does.
Now it's Messi.
Dude.
He's shifting through the gears here. Out to the left it goes. And the shot! In he goes again.
Come on. When it rains, it pours, guys. When it rains, it pours, of course.
And surely that settles
When it rains, it pours, of course.
Razor-sharp best there. Yeah, he showed great
Trent's so
reactions
good on the
there.
ball.
Right place,
Dude,
right
this
time,
is a
easy
non-boosted
pickings.
card that I got from the team pass.
3-0,
Go
and
get
things
him,
are
guys.
starting to look
You will not
awfully
regret it. It's like
cozy.
$8 for a team pass. You get all the other rewards, and he is so sick.
Cantona. There's nothing more
This one goal
infuriating
ruined
for
this
a
dude's
fan
chances
than
with the
seeing
goals.
passing without
Good.
penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
I had to try. I had to try to pay him back. I thought for
Well,
sure
they
he'd
had the
think,
makings
like,
of
you ain't
something
going to
quite
shoot.
promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
So this dude ain't like a
Shevchenko.
bad player, but he's not 3-0 good. I'll tell you that.
Gnabry. Gnabry goes on a
He's
charge
just
down the left.
the having sick players like this matters.
He
And then
welcomes it in.
I'm coming. And then this kind of thing.
Oh, the
Oh
ball's
man,
let
he
loose
gets every.
here. That
But it's
is
good.
lovely.
It's good when you play these players and know this thing though.
That's been intercepted. That's great positioning. So good from him. And that's
God,
another
come
good
to, I
win
should've
of the
done that.
ball. Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about. But that
Rudiger's
might be
a
difficult
beast.
from here.
Super cancel? Oh, it didn't even matter. Holy shit, he was on that, wasn't he? I knew what he was going for too.
Shevchenko, great ball, and he's in here. Great hit.
Good save.
Quick to recover this. Oh, once
I
he
gotta go
made
do
the
something real
save,
quick, so I
it
gotta
didn't
pause
take
it.
the keeper long to start barking at his defense.
That hole, it's special, dude. I mean, he's got every card he's got special. Thanks, babe. Dude, how do you guys do that? That's like freaking dragon breath hot. And I need you now. And he's the one changing stuff. I don't know what he's changing, but gosh dang.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Just one goal is all we're looking for.
And that's been won straight back.
See, it helps though, because see how I'm defending? Like, it helps me
Here's
defend.
Platini. That's a fabulous
You know?
goal. That's
Dude,
Colin
come
Collier.
on, man.
He scored.
It helps me, like, learn
Comfort,
how to
yet
defend.
more
Like, I got all
comfort.
mixed up with who I was switching to there and stuff, you know? Like,
And
so
he's only
don't
too
ever...
grateful
I mean,
to
you can quit these
capitalise
games
on the
sometimes,
keeper's
but dude,
misfortune.
use these as a
Instinct
learning
told him
tool.
that the keeper would struggle to cope
See,
with that,
Kohler,
so
I don't know
top
why
marks
he's
will
moving
follow
like
up. I
that.
think, it's really
Triangle's how you
nice.
move your goalie out, typically.
It's loose
Oh, hey,
now,
he
they
didn't get a
wanna it
rebound
back.
that time. That was good.
There will be 3
Pirlo.
minutes added time.
And Alexander-Arnold. And that interception
Dude, he's
was
reading
most
every
necessary.
decision I'm making, too.
Platini. Foot in.
Good. Gattuso is such a beast of a player, bro. I'm
Strong
telling you.
running down that left flank. And the number on the board is 3. Cantona.
Good movement.
And that
All right,
was it.
so 4-0.
That was thrilling. A game of champs.
Probably
and
closer around
chumps.
2.
The winners were so
I mean, I
good at
outpossessed
times.
them. I outpossessed them with the ball, so just think about that.
More or less
But
everyone.
that's the meta right now. That's the meta right now. So it puts us 924. I'm wondering if I should do ranks 1 through... Let me read this real quick. Let me read the reward types. So I'm going to get a random booster for participating. So when this ends, I'm assuming... Rank 1 or whatever gets 1,000 E points. Which those don't really matter. So look. Depending on the data... acquisition status. Ranking data updates may sometimes fail. Okay, rankings are determined the following. So higher rating, so you get a rating like ELO, kind of like Division 3 through 1. Then goal difference, then goals scored. Earlier finishing time of final match tallied for ranking. So 1 through whatever. So I'm going to get 1,000 eFootball points. Or does it go higher as I go? Let me see. Final rankings will be available on the official competition website after the event. Be champions with your dream team. Top 8. So see how it's top 16 in PlayStation, top 8 in Xbox and Steam, and then top 32 in mobile. So I might as well be done, obviously. I mean, it's cool to go for the ranking, but... Is it really? I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, so... We'll definitely get our booster after, but I'm going to go do the Man United event now. Because see, in the eFootball League, what do I get for this? So I'm 6 and like 16. That's I'm ranked 94,000 in the world right now. So that's not too bad, dude. At 6 and 16, 25% win rate. So think of when I really put it. So phase reward, so I'm going to get no boosters. No boosters for this. Division 2. If I got Division 2 for the first time, that's all I get. So the rewards suck in this game for sure. They need to fix that. They need to fix that. So if I go to my team, I need a second booster on Pirlo, Cruyff. Then I need to fix Bebetos. What is Cantona? I gave him one. So that's good. That's not bad to get he's got passing. Low pass, lots of best curl, and kicking power. Bebeto, I got dueling on his second one, so I need to switch his, but I need Pirlo second. I'm going to go Cruyff second, Pirlo second, then fix Bebetos. Alright, so let me look at this. Alright, so... Alright. So, let me look at this. Alright, so let's go into this event. This is what I want to play. So the menu. Now sometimes you can get, let me look at the AI events. Sometimes you can get boosters from these events. Not right now though. This one's only position training. I don't really need that. I don't, you know. So I'll show you this real quick. So positions... I don't think there's anybody else. Target man. Deep lying forward. That only can work for the positions that I already have highlighted. So Cruyff can literally play everywhere in the attack. But his deep lying forward only will work for forward for positions. So let me show you that real quick. See how it says deep lying forward right there? I just figured this out. So then you go to, that's a playing a style. Right? Then abilities. You can read all this. It will show you all this. Characteristics. It will show you what all that means. Additional position. So this is all those highlighted green areas. See how if I go to Totti, right, as like a CM, it's only secondary, and as left and right wing, it's only secondary. Well, even though that's secondary for him, and even though Cruyff could play left and right winger all the way like he's proficient, he'll be great at it. His deep lying forward role wouldn't like work there. So if you look here, this, and I could play him CF or Shadow Striker. Both of them work for deep lying forward, and what that is right here. As a deep lying forward, he is willing to fall back to receive the ball and help create plays. If I played him as left or right winger, since only center forward and shadow striker has it, if I played him winger, he would be proficient there. He would do great, but that deep lying forward wouldn't work. So then, like, Kohler's a target man, so a player that positions himself on the front lines as a target and protects the ball with his physique, so he's always back to goal looking to receive the ball. I used to go, why isn't he running? And sometimes he'll make runs, like you have to read it. That can be confusing. That's why people like Eto is an advanced striker, because if you look here, son of a bitch, advanced striker, predatory striker who plays off the shoulders of the last defender. He's always looking in for runs, and that really fits the meta. Let me take a look at this real quick. Alright, so sorry, I'm multitasking. Alright, so here we go. FC is definitely not on my, it's definitely, it might even fall off the channel, honestly. I might play from time, that's what I was just saying. I have all the tips and tricks, like I can help people build a team like I did for free, help people climb for sure. But I want to really, dude, eFootball has so many details into it and getting good at the game and stuff, and I really think this game could be huge, man. Like, I think it doesn't get as much credit in North America because of FC, and I think UFL being so closer to it, where you just come in and it's like, yeah, you can change your controls in eFootball to be that of FC, like their secondary controls are FC controls, right? But that's where it starts and stops. That's where it starts and stops. Like, this game is so unique. I mean, you see my record. You see where I'm at compared to the other game. And it's so much fun, dude. I'm having so much fun. Is the meta stupid? Is the pressure tactic bullshit? Run at each other and through balls, is that dumb? Yes. But you can get around that shit. It's still better. I know I'm repeating it for Enix, but I just go for the games that I truly turn on and enjoy. And I've played FC for 31 years, and I've watched it go into the toxic mess that it is. And wait, that's not the tournament I want. Oh yeah, that's an AI tournament. So I could do the United. What do I get for the United event? Let's see the rewards. 50 eFootball coins. I might spin, dude. I might spin for Eto. I might spin for Eto. Let me think about something real quick. But I feel like since I got Cruyff and Canton on the first drive, that it would be the last one. All right. One second. Sorry, guys. Multitasking. Yep.
Hey, can I talk to Kenzie?
All right. Sorry about that, guys. Boom, 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 boom. I know I have a ton of delays, and I know people are like, "Fuck this." I get it, dude. But gotta do what I gotta do. All right, let's play, baby. Oh, gosh, damn. This is what. Okay, so if I do events. Oh wait, spinning for. This is what I was talking about, dude. Should I do it? Part of me is thinking I should. Deep line playmaker will fall back. Deep line forward. But I have so many. Let me test this out. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in here. If I do this tournament, alright, so I won 1-0 there. Is this first AI? I don't think it is, but I could be wrong. Beto's a poacher. I don't have an advanced striker, but let's say I went Totti. And Beto's such a beast too, but he's not an advanced striker, he's a poacher. But I want to see how this works with a deep lying forward up there. You know what I mean? Like Cruyff in these guys in Cantona. Do a diamond.
Here. James, text you.
Thank you.
Whoever that is. Come on. Or Ashley, can Bear stay in with you or no?
Just leave the door open. All right. So I'm going to try this and see. Oh, of course, dude. I don't blame you guys for hopping off and shit, dude. I've had so many delays and stuff tonight, but that's how it goes sometimes. So we'll see what happens here. You know what? On this freezing note, you don't need Eto if you have Bebeto. Save coins. Yeah, I know. I'm spinning tomorrow. That's what the coins are for, Necro. I love it. Hey, let me ask you this, Necro. This will come back, by the way. It does this sometimes, but it'll come back in a bit. Let me ask you this. Can a deep lying player forward, like how will Cantona play even though he's got deep lying forward? Like, will he just be like kind of like a target man coming back? How will that work? Because I got Bebeto's a poacher, which is similar to the closest to advanced striker.
Oh, Dad. Hey, Dad. Can I leave him in here with you? Because I'm going to go.
Yeah. Well, no, if you go in there. Here.
Here, you can let him down.
Yeah, I'll let him down.
When I close the door, you open it.
Yeah, I'll let him down.
Go ahead.
Okay. What's up, buddy? Love you. I have a little Shippu. So, guys, I don't know. Usually this restarts. It's taking forever. I know I screwed up with all the numbers, but here's what I want to do anyway. I got to go. Oh, there it is. I think I owe this. I think I should do this, guys. I'm going to go hop on. I'm going to do a UFL stream, and I'm going to let guys know exactly what I'm doing because a lot of my people are on there. Set Kohler center forward as a ball holder. No. I know that. Necro, I know that, but I'm saying if I want to go, because sometimes I don't go the heading route, and I like him as a target man for sure, but if I wanted to go like two strikers, for instance, and I wanted to do the smaller, like Bebeto and Totti, how does... I know poacher shine, but how does a deep lying playmaker play as a central striker? Would he... Because I know it says... It says... Forward that is willing to fall back to receive the ball and help create plays. So he'd be like a false 9. So I guess he would be kind of like a target man, I'm assuming. But that's what I was going to see. Let's go in and play a game with it. Well, wait, what time is it? 7:16. I'll tell you what, it's prime time. Let me go over and do this. I feel like I owe it to the UFL folks. Let me do a UFL stream and go over there. Gotcha, Necro. And then I could have Bebeto as a poacher, which is... So he lurks in the opposition 18 yard, just waiting for the ball. Cool. Okay. So he would be good. He'll make runs and stuff. He already does. All right, let me do that. And I feel like, man, I'm trying to think of the route I should go with that. If I should keep just playing here. First of all, let's see this. Let's see how he does. Part of me's thinking I should do a UFL. You took my freaking sandal. A UFL stream just to let them know, like, guys, here's what's going on. I'll still play showdowns. I love these things too, by the way. I love this. The details, dude. The details. The little shaving kits. I love it, dude. I love it. What's up, Totti? And they look so realistic, man. I love the tactic details. I love it all. That's why I hate the meta right now, because it's so against watching these players just take all these superstars and just hit triangle over and over. It drives me nuts. So we're gonna see how Cantona, deep lying forward, plays as my central guy. Does he ever make runs? Does he always fall back? Why is that? Why would I do that, Necro? Can you tell me, like, the reasoning?
Well, here comes.
Because I don't typically like two strikers. I typically like them stacked. But why would I? How does that help? I was doing Kohler as a target man, then Bebeto as a poacher.
And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running.
So, guys, this is Legend AI. This is the European Championship event.
Could move up a gear here.
And you're going to get to see how awesome this game can be.
Alexander-Arnold.
If they just take away the meta, imagine this could be
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
regular.
Yeah, Luka Modric.
And I'm down one. Oh, I almost was down 1-0.
Reads the game that little bit quicker.
Legend AI is good, man. Because they actually play football. Dude, the first AI I played, I'll never forget it. They were 5 back and they sat way back. Look at that run! Schneider made it, though.
He's under pressure. He's a real leader out there.
Oh, Cantona. Good effort.
And maintain it.
Let's see what he does here.
He certainly has all the right qualities.
Oh, fucked up.
Mbappe. And it's Lucas Vazquez. Modric. Brahim Diaz.
Holy shit.
He's found the way through.
Good Araujo. Good Araujo.
Araujo defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
Not bad. Okay, I kind of like his movement as a deep lying forward.
And intercepts.
Yeah, I want to know why too I would do one without a play style. Like, what does it kind of work? Do they work more manual where you can make them do runs and stuff?
It's a situation that they'll want to capitalize on now.
Well, that's well seen.
Oh,
but it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
oh. John, what's up, big dog?
Fran Garcia.
You missed it, dude. I matched up. Well, you didn't miss it. This is a game right here, but this is Jinsu. I matched up with #1 in the world, so I'm seeing what I can do right now against him. For some reason, his it does. I know it looks like I'm playing AI, but this is him. They play like an all-rounder and attack. Each playstyle has a script when you set a player in position to play. I gotcha. So like Schneider, dude. So So then Cruyff and Totti, since Cruyff is seasoned as a, like he's got the highlighted green as a winger, and Totti's got his secondary. Totti could play winger great. See, I thought they would suck. I thought you had to use that playstyle, so that's huge, dude. Thank you, bro. Hey, Necro, are you in my eFootball? Are you in our fuck? Are you in our Discord? Sorry, I couldn't even come up with the word. Are you in our Discord? I know I've talked to you on here before, but it's because if you're not, I need you in there. I'm trying to get all the knowledge from everybody.
He's sorted that out terrifically.
I need you now. Like forever, trying to put my heart back together.
Goulart goes short.
Holy shit, that was
And
scary
now a
as
sudden
hell.
chance to counter. Brahim Diaz.
Damn, Jinsu's good.
Has it out wide and in space.
I'm just playing, obviously,
If you
but
have just joined us,
come
well,
on.
you've missed no goals.
Come on, Cantona. Oh, I thought I could get there.
No,
I did a
it's
super
pretty much the
cancel
end
to
of
change
that.
his run. So far, I like his movement up top.
Rudiger. Possession football, Jim. We're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though?
Come on, do my goalie mistakes. Give me a goal. There it is.
For
Good.
me, what
Good.
makes
Come on,
it
Cruyff.
work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it.
Totti!
You can't hide.
Totti! Goal!
Chance!
Oh, you titties!
A
You
collective
titty
sigh
mother-
away from the defence.
Really got in the face of his
You know, I
opponent. Set
need
it up.
you
It's
now
great
like
crafting.
forever. Sorry, bro. I have nothing against titties. I was just saying, man. Damn. This is a great meta, by the way. This would be awesome. Like, dude. This, like, man, I almost wish these teams had these stars. I don't care if the AI whooped my ass, because I'd love to see the AI, you know, like how good the AI is now. Like, they had a perfection mode and just see a literal Cantona and Cruyff and all these guys and how they would play. That would be so cool. Okay, thanks, Necker. I thought I asked you this before. I was making sure. What's your Discord name so I know?
Lucas Vasquez. He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before.
You know,
the
so
break.
John's in here, and John has been telling me, like, he's been helping me out a ton with the game.
Uncompromising
And so I know his take on the game and everything, and then I want to know, like, what is your take on, and I talked to him about this earlier. Well, I saw in the comments. But what's your take on my decision as well? I feel like,
He made it look
Uh,
a bit predictable.
what, well, this is my first time I'm actually going to actually play this game. And I was still about to start a UFL stream, but I think I'm not going to. I think I'm just going to stick here, and the people will get it. But I could tell there's some people that want to,
out towards the right wing. Lucas
that want me to
Vasquez.
play UFL, even with me saying the truth, which is that's all exploits and the skill will not prevail. But I don't know, man. I just can't get myself to do it. Like, I'll still play showdowns and stuff like that. But Necro, so what's your
Totti proves just a little
what's
bit
your
too strong. He's
Oh no,
helped Nick
John, you
away.
never told me that if I hold on, you never told me that if I played I could play them outside of their play style and they would be like an all-rounder.
First half is done.
That's a good little. Also train double touch mode, but that's cool because how are you know? There's so many details. Of course, different people are gonna have different stuff. That's what's cool. Also train double touch most important skill in this game. Gotcha.
Highly engaging, but goalless.
You know what? Now that you said that, that reminded me of something. I think that's the only one I need to do all three. So look. So I got soul control, and you look at additional skills. I got flip flap. I just need double touch. And I'm probably going to switch out pinpoint crossing, because why do I need that for Kohler, you know? So Cruyff, is he growling at you? I'm going to whoop his ass. Alright. We're going to go crazy with it. Schneider here. We're going to go crazy with it. We're going to use Cruyff instead of going the double touch stuff. This is versus AI. I would never do this against a user. They would easily be able to see what I'm doing. This, I mean, they've been out-possessed. Oh, out-possession. I meant to do that, by the way. They've been out-possessing the shush out of me.
Both sides defensively robust up to now.
Oh, you fuck.
And the counter is on. Nicely spread. Goulet. Schneider.
Good. Schneider. I feel like he could have made that, man. Dude, some of these guys got these insane through balls, and I guess I'm not seeing the angles they're playing, but they got it. It's got to be the phenomenal pass, because doesn't phenomenal pass essentially make the defender miss the ball, basically, right? Oh my God, you're so in. See, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Cruyff, you fool. Oh, dude, that's huge then. I'm definitely going to be utilizing that, bro. Good D. Rojo, your boat. Good.
Well, into the second half,
boom.
And it's still goalless.
Boom, good. Turn, go. Knock on, boom. Touch. Damn it, a little too much.
And deals with it.
Oh! Cruyff with the sizzies.
Looking to break at pace.
Oh!
And they've got a throw.
If that out of bounds line wasn't there, bro, that dude was cooked.
Lucas Vazquez.
Good Schneids.
He's picked his way through. Cruyff and the shots. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Good touch. Back. Boom. Boom. Dude, he's on me like white on rice. Go, come on. You frickin' fracker.
He evidently loves the contest.
Oh, yes. Great cross, there it is. Goal. Yes. That's why King Goller sits in the starting lineup. But every once in a while, you know, Bebeto comes in and he poaches. You know what I say.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Yes. I know, that's where I got him right now. Or wait. Tits McGee. I didn't switch it up. So that's, watch. So boom. Boom. Left wing in his... Now the good thing about him too, flip flap. I need to get him soul control and... What's the other? Double touch. But listen, bro, the coolest thing, 8 goals, 7 assists in 22 games. What? Fantasy. The coolest thing is, like, look, if I put Totti, he's only got his secondary. Oh, what did I do there? So I put him in his right forward, he goes to 95, because he's only secondary over there. But my other man right there, what? I didn't mean to put Pirlo. What did I fuck up here? Babetti, come in here, mama. Come here, mama. Okay. Poacher. Drop Totti a bit.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
All right, come on. Maldini got me a penalty kick in my qualifier game. I stopped playing. I had 2 hours left, and I saw that I'm like already in. I get a random booster. I got the top rewards. Oh, great try. And I was gonna see how high I could finish, but then I was like, I don't want to do this for another 2 hours for no reasons. Who cares? Like, I got to see how good I did, which was pretty damn good. Only 3 losses, dude. 6, 3, and 3. And I know it's like 20 games too. Wait a second. Shit. I wonder if those rewards... I don't think it said a minimum amount of games. I think I get them no matter what. Or does it say 20 game minimum to get those rewards? Because if so, I screwed up. Like, will I still get the participation rewards? Oh, no! Fuck, I'm sitting here fucking around. participation rewards if I don't do 20 games.
Yeah, they say that
Alright, we gotta pick it up, dude. Jesus, I screwed that up bad. Start messing around like 1 goal just is gonna do it.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed
Well,
by the
he's
fact
so
that they
good,
managed
dude.
to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
He's had a fair tumble
Wow.
in that challenge. And it's Modric. That looks a cracking ball.
Concentration levels.
Good, you're through! Oh my god, what a run, Totti! Oh my god, Totti!
It's Totti! It's
No way that
anyone's
just
ball
happened.
now. That's another chance.
Oh! King Collar! Golazo! Goal! I'm not gonna do that because I hate whenever I watch on, like, maybe I won't get a game, but it's on the Spanish channel, dude. I hate when it's go over and over. But man, that was sick. Let me tell you what happened. I thought he was gonna get the rebound easily. Okay?
And he may not yet
Fuck, I
be
had to go
done.
to defense. Oh shit, shit, shit.
So we have a breakthrough.
I thought he was gonna get that rebound, so I pressed shoot for him to get the rebound. Well, he didn't get the initial rebound, so I had shoot. Now I shoulda, coulda, woulda, super canceled. Okay, so he wouldn't have. Oh shit, shit, shit!
And that's played in
Get out of here. So we wouldn't. Oh no way! Oh thank God, damn dude. If can you imagine the luck that would have been if that was a PvP? Okay, so I had shoot button already. So when he went and got that, I already had the shoot. But he's so ridiculous sick that he did a little turn shoot and buried it. Perfect shot. That's what I gotta start doing, because sometimes I'll be in it and I'll overpower it on accident. Oh my god, here we go.
And he's Totti!
Yes. Oh. Totti, by the way, God, he's lovely. Perfect. Hell yeah. It only said like E-coins, which are the worst, the pink ones. Like, based on what I seen that you can get, it ain't shit. Go! Oh,
I
man.
think it's time
That
for them
reaction
to
time was
concentrate
like
on closing this
AI
one out.
reaction time. For those of you just joining, I'm 2-1 up on Jinsu, the best player to ever play eFootball. Spread the word, join the channel, like, subscribe,
Now it's some
autographs at another time.
He's got away. And that is
Good ball, Rudy Rudes.
That is
Look at this,
superb
back post.
defensive work. The one-man
Oh, the
defense really
Travella
on
cross
top of his
almost
game,
came.
and he
I
was.
love Croy's Travella cross, dude. Little Cancelo-like, you know what I'm saying? Alright, here's my new corner kit. Oh, hold on, I'm going to reset it. So, short corners, 2 options, and then I like this one. Boom, as they come. The opponent's not thinking about it. Boom. And then you get a mismatch. So watch this. Flick, goal.
Goes in for the header.
Why didn't he volley it? He's got acrobatic
Very well
finishing.
to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
God, I need him now like forever, man. He needs to put my heart back together, man. Alright. Let's go. Whoa. Oh,
Their
oh,
second
oh, oh.
corner of the game.
Oh. Short corner, diagonal. Watch this. Not. Flick on. Flick. Aww.
Lunin will lay claim to that.
Game over.
And the referee brings it to a close.
That's
Liverpool
passion,
have
boys.
Done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Any reflections on what you've seen?
Damn. I'm gonna go check that shiz, breeze. Hey, do you think I should do a UFL stream just to tell those guys like, hey, I'm gonna do, or do you think I should just keep covering eFootball? So let me see what members are in here. If you get a membership, I'm asking you. So Owen, if you're in here, and John, Owen and John, how cool is that? Owen gifted so many memberships. That was cool. All right. Yeah, I know, Necro. It won't be... I'm not going to be playing that game. I'm just going to tell them, like, I'll play, like, showdowns and help people out that will play that terrible game. But, so I should have got the points. Okay, see, so I can skip the group stage now. You can skip remaining matches because I finished that. So, boom, event cleared. So I get my 50. I get that. So let me show you guys this real quick. I move on to the knockout stage. Let's see the rewards I get on this. Another 50. And then a bunch of GP. And I obviously play Legend, so I'll get 150. Dude, remember when I wasn't playing Legend and I was bitching about them sitting back? Like, they're just sitting back, dude. I think I play like All-Star. Oh, and they gave me the rest of the Liverpudlians. But check out where I'm at. So 8 o'clock. I'm going to go till 8 o'clock because that's when I can do, or like 8. Maybe it's a little after 8. But check this out, guys. So I got all that. So, so tomorrow I spin for Zanetti. Can somebody give me... Zanetti can obviously play left back in CDM. Can somebody tell me his play style? Because I know Bergamo or whatever is a defensive fullback. And I do not want another defensive fullback. I love Trent. Trent moving in as like an offensive type fullback, dude. Oof. 1.1 milli. Let's see what we got here. So if I go to special player list, a bunch of shit. But I could keep going for Atto, but I'm not. Momentum dribbling, this edge crossing wingback was tempting, but I'm not. I like this kit, but dude, tell me how dumb this is. Somebody else tell me. Yes! So he would be more of a crossing wingback. That would be good for Kohler. I do like Trent coming into the center as like a false CDM or CM. But having Zanetti shooting up that wing to cross the ball is pretty sick too. Or just to provide help in the attack, dude, out wide. Because then I won't have to worry. That will be sick, because then he'll be more like my winger, even when I don't have like a Gnabry in or something. So, yeah, I definitely can use that. I want one defensive fullback. But, dude, I would buy this kit if it would default, but I'll forget every time. I love this all red. I would buy that kit if it didn't default every single time. So I have 3,200 to spend tomorrow. Yep, that's what I'm using. 3 CBs, I like that attacking guy. So if I went 3 CBs, here's basically what I do. So if I went fullback, so here's how I'm playing. I know it's probably not meta, but look. So he can play center back, so I can just do this. Now his defensive fullback won't, but I would do this. So is that how I should play it, like that? But dude, he's not a fullback, he's a fullback finisher. So is that how you would do it? You need only, like 8:30ish. 8:30ish, Owen. And I'm just going to let everyone know, like, I'm only going to be sparingly playing UFL. Like, eFootball is the game. You should play eFootball, bro. You won't have those crazy games. You're playing one guy over and over and over in UFL, dude. It can't be fun for you. I strongly suggest you play eFootball and try to learn it. You got to be patient, but playing one guy every game, dude, that's terrible. You gotta, that sucks. And he's a rat. If he was a good football player, that would still be boring. Yeah, I love him. I love Alexander. But I'm saying, would you do Maldini like here, or would you do him here? What's your guys' opinion? Bink or Bink? Bink or Bink? Bink or Bink? Bink? CB, okay. Perfect. Hell yeah. Now look, this is what I want to show you guys. He can damn near play right back. So literally, dude, if I spin one of these 6, damn, he can play right mid now too, but I want him to play right back, dude. Yes! Yes! I got it! That's huge! That is huge. What's his weak foot look like? He's a righty anyway. He's a freaking righty anyway. Regularly uses it in very high. Dude, now I can go after a good left back too. That was huge. Gotcha. Which rarely in this meta do they play wingers. I see what you're saying. Dude, I freaking love this game, bro. So now when I get Zanetti, he can play right back too. But now I have two interchangeable wing backs. And he can play CDM sometimes. Zanetti. If I get Bergami Salami. Okay, so here's what else I wanted to do. Hold on. His attacking mid is where I would like Pirlo to be able to play attacking mid too. DMF. Johan is perfect. Kohler. He can't play shadow striker. Holding the ball up while someone else makes runs, being able to flick on as a target man underneath. I kind of wouldn't mind that, dude. But I want Totti now, so Totti's my other one. Let me see Cantona. So he's perfect down the middle. Babeto. He's perfect. Schneider. He can't play winger, so I might want that change. Yeah, but you don't play AI. You only play AI when you're learning at the beginning, and you need that time in eFootball to learn, dude. You gotta cherish it because there's so much to learn. It's up to you, man. But dude, you're gonna drive yourself up the wall playing UFL, man. I'm just telling you. Not to mention, I don't think UFL makes it out of the year. And look, you're looking at a guy who benefits greatly from it. I'm trying to help you out big time. Let me ask you, how many times have you played today, and what was your average wait time? Because think about how many more games you would have got in playing eFootball. What was your average wait time, and how many different opponents was it? All right, so boom. Honest question. Yeah, I know, Owen, but you got to remember something. Go back to my video with the letter, because I said the same thing. It's been 5 patches, and we keep saying that over and over, bro. At this point, they still have the corner flick on. They haven't even fixed that. Damn it, he already has that. Yes! Huge, guys. Huge. That's another big one. Now, I could play Totti on the left. I could play Cruyff on the right and have 2 wingers without a thing on. That is huge, bro. 2 fast-ass wingers. So my secondary formation... Now watch. I'll show you how I'm going to do this. This is huge. Now substitutes. So now I bring Gnabry in as a winger. Not a midfielder, though. Totti, Cruyff can't play midfield. Just winger. Okay. Let me make sure the weak foot. Occasionally high. Rarely very high. Babyto. Canton is not fast enough to play. I wouldn't want him. Schneider. He could. I got Ferran Torres. So it'd be Ferran and Gnabry as sub-wingers. Got these 3, so I'm good there. Kohler being able to play shadow striker. Four games in about 5. How many opponents? Dude, I'm thinking about this when they man mark Kohler is bringing him to a shadow striker and putting in like Babeto in front of him or whoever, Totti, whoever. Canton and Totti, because even though they're deep line, they still make runs. I've seen. Alright, so boom. Position training. Let's just see if we can get him Shadow Striker. Second striker. Oh my god, now he can play right winger. Secondary. Okay. Alright, well, I'll work my way up. But, dude, that was 2 big ones, guys. That was huge. 3 different, 4. That's not bad, though. I wonder why on the weekend when it's the most popular, you only played that one guy over and over. That's kind of freaking crazy. Okay. Alright, let's go back into a match. We're going to try this. Oh, that's what I want to do. I'm going to try it here first. Tournaments. European Championship. Knockout stage, baby. Match. Okay, so 50 more points, so that will help me for the spins tomorrow too. If I get another 50, that's a free player right there. So what I'll do is I'm going to test it here first. Sub-tactic. I'll actually... What the fuck? Why was Pedri in? See, so this is... I entered this before I changed my... Okay, so then I would go like this. I'll go Totti here. And then I would go... It won't let me switch them. Jesus. Like this. Left wing forward. And then... Okay, so I did that. And then I want color up here, though. So I screwed that up for my sub-tactics. Sorry, guys. God dang it. Cantona will play more like here. He can play attacking mid, though. And his deep lying forward won't show, so that could be huge. Trent comes up, and then McAllister's not going to start because it's going to be... this diamond. This is all practice for... I might go with this, and then boom. Kohler. Not long, Owen. Just a bit. Alright, so... The game sucks, man. I mean, it really sucks. I need you now. Probably just long enough to get ratted on a few times. And then say, why am I even wasting my time? Because if I'm wasting my time, your guys are wasting your time. Better believe it. I'll stream until I hit a rat. I'll stream until I hit, and a rat would be defined as like any opponent that is trying to do anything that's not football, really. Like it's undefendable to try to win because they don't want to play football. Lob through balls over and over, whatever, corner flicks over and over, 40-yard shots into a corner flick, whatever. Everyone knows what I'm talking, who I'll be talking about. Dude, no way, man. I disagree thoroughly. Don't tell Owen what you just said.
Hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody
During Foot
around the
Champs on
world.
Saturday, there was one guy that was in his party, and he was... Owen, were you in the chat when that guy was in your party? He's like, oh shit, Owen's raging. He's like, he's about to break his controller. I'll probably play a couple, honestly. I'll probably play a few.
Songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead.
I'm still down to help you, though, in it. I'm just think it's a bad decision, but to each their own.
So off we go then.
Isn't England... Does England not have a lot of... I thought that would be a popular place for every football... You know, for every... Oh.
Quite promising, but it's Totti!
Bam, baby! Hell yeah.
And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Swift, incisive, deadly.
I need
all
you
done in a
now,
matter of seconds.
forever.
That's just brilliant counter-attack.
You think they meant to do that? You think they're like, let's make it freaking goals galore?
Devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
I don't know, I love eFootball, bro.
It is a goal of real significance.
I hate the meta, but I can deal with a bad meta. I mean, it's frustrating as shit. I played one earlier, he beat me 4-0. His team was ridiculous, sick. And, you know, everyone here, I want to hear your opinion, but I didn't, passing-wise, I outpossessed them. I outplayed him in the sense of, like, football, but he had some special players. Some of his goals were ridiculous. Just players doing ridiculous shit, but it was still fun, dude. You know, losing 4-0, outplaying the guy and still wasn't terrible. It's really all about mindset. I just can't do the exploit part, dude. I can't do like... That's exactly, dude, they're on the same route FC went when they lost when their player base became toxic. Super toxic. And then you start getting paranoid and thinking everybody's doing that shit, and then... Alright, outside, boom.
Cantona stood his ground strongly.
Good, Cantona.
Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising.
Try to get cheeky with it.
Just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0.
I should have pushed him to center back so I could practice what the difference is. Oh my god, no way. I wasn't even thinking he was going to... Wow, I just fucked up. I could have closed that easily.
About as smooth as it gets. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Damn, you mother trucker. This is knockout rounds. Gotta take this shit serious. Come on, Kohler. Kohler, great run, Kohler. See how Kohler's making great runs right now? Dude, see, some games he makes them, some games he doesn't.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Look at, he keeps making the runs. Why does Kohler make runs some games and some games he doesn't? Like, is it based on my opponents? Is it based on something I'm doing differently? Why? Kohler sometimes will just stand there, dude. It drives me insane. Target man doesn't just mean you just stand there. Like once you see, if you see you can go through, go through. And obviously in this game he knows that. But what does anybody know why some games he'll do that, some games he won't? Is that part of like the delay, not getting, you know? Oh, come on.
Kvaratskhelia.
Good deep. Hello. Madini.
Did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Yes. I'm in the Liverpool kit
Through all of that.
for the championships.
Running sharp movement, came up against a defender though who was ever
Damn,
so
I gotta quit
determined.
trying to do the finesse dribbling in those situations. If you're on the dribble, what's a good way to do skill moves? Right stick,
Hernandez.
and then finesse dribbling's more for like when you're standstill, I guess.
Barcola. He's looking to set free a runner. He's picked his way through. And the
My
shot!
opponent scored a rip on me.
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, he did get himself into a good position. Something for him to cling to.
Come on, Kohler. Good. Oh, that was sick.
Collier.
That was sick.
And here's
Spin him.
Cruyff.
Good. Come on, Cruyff. Oh,
Got that
Cruyff.
pass the better.
Attack one. What does that mean?
Zaire Emery.
Attack one.
Barcola.
Can you explain what that means? Attack
That's
one.
fabulous. Driving forward.
Oh. So when he wasn't running, I was on balance.
Well, I'm not
Fuck.
quite sure he needed
I gotta do
to
attack
play
one
quite
each
as
time
much as
then.
he did then. A couple of his teammates
Damn, I'm an
were
idiot.
very annoyed.
Cruyff. Oh,
Go.
such a
Great
clever
run.
touch. That's been
Damn it,
intercepted.
Flo.
That was
What's
well
up, baby
played.
girl?
Well stopped.
What's wrong?
Put your finger on your back.
Barcola.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Hernandez.
Okay.
We'll be good night.
Okay. I love you.
Araujo. And it's Cruyff. Barcola.
Yeah, they were looking for a
Oh
counter-attack.
shit, that was
He's
stupid.
found
I
a way
always
through.
know to switch.
Barcola. Plowing through the middle. Alexander Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there.
Feet, lay back.
Neither party overly willing
Good.
to compromise.
All the way out. Good. I'm getting better at level 3 passing. I need to
Saw that
That's great
still work
positioning.
on it a
So
lot,
good
obviously,
from
but I'm getting better. Okay, come on.
Barcola goes pelting down that left-hand side. Oh no, what has happened here? Played with finesse. He's in space and looking for options. And the half-time whistle goes.
That was
Pretty decent
Kenzini.
Watch this, and each side has contributed.
Oh, he's not
in
here right
equal
now.
part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy.
Oh, he's with your mom.
A game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. Well, the scoreline indicates
There
a
you go.
pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at
Foul.
half-time, 1-1. And we are already promptly back underway. Pirlo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passes. It's Totti!
Damn.
Fabian Ruiz. Barcola looking to run onto it.
I'd rather play Legend difficulty
Collar.
eFootball than UFL, dude. And the reason why is because it's actual real football. And you're getting rewards and shit too, you know. You couldn't even do this event offline. Or sorry, online. It was only
And
offline.
it's played forward. Barcola.
All right. Oh fuck! All right, I'm just gonna go LBC then.
And Doué. Kvaratskhelia.
Well, that was a mess. Fuck, dude. I didn't switch when I wanted to switch. Great, that's great.
Is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular
We're about to lose
basis
in the
too.
round of 16, boys.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively...
I
they
tried to
didn't cover
switch
themselves
to
in glory.
Maldini and I could not switch him, so I don't know why. Why I couldn't? Don't ask me.
Now, how will things
But it would not
develop
let me
from
switch
here?
to him. Next thing you know, boom, boom, boom. Oh, good. Come on, Kohler. Get your big ass falling through there with the ball.
And that was very necessary.
Boom, boom, boom. Spin out.
Collier.
Kohler's sucking that dude. Come on, Cruyff. Get out of here, Kohler, you fucking big oof. God damn, it's pissing me off.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just
Oh,
have to keep
fuck.
raising the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh my god, getting smoked. Diving. 3 minutes. Yeah, I know. I know, man. We'll see how much I have to wait too. My waits vary. Sometimes it'll be instant, sometimes it'll be... But dude, when I'm streaming, a lot of times I'm getting stream sniped. I'm already aware. I'll have like 25, 30 in there. And... Oh. Dude. Alright, we're abandoning this game. I'm like half asleep playing this, dude. I'm gonna go get this UFL shit over with. So, we got eliminated. Wait, if I abandon it, will I freaking, still get the reward? All I want is 50 points. I don't care.
Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went.
Good.
Barcola. Liverpool are, of course, in a position.
You cannot be half-assed playing against these in Legend, dude. I'll tell you that. At least I can't. Which is a good thing. It's pretty cool.
The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Kvaratskhelia. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
You're in. Beto's ridiculous.
Free kick.
Yeah, I usually do. I don't think I did this game, though. Alright,
Well, if he
so...
truly fancies his chances from
I
here,
usually
he's
do,
gonna
though.
be the best of the best.
And here's Totti.
Gonna put my heart in together.
Barcola. João Neves.
eFootball is definitely not a game to play when you're kind of like half asleep. I had a long day, dude. I had 4 games. It's just one of those days, man.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
Alright, boom. But it's good that the AIs like this, though, because for these events, it makes it way more fun than grinding like squad battles and winning like 7-0, 8-0. Yeah. Fuck, dude.
Kvaratskhelia. João Neves. Fabian Ruiz. Doué, who's set up one goal so far. Barcola. Cruyff. Doué.
Yeah, so that's what you guys got to get used to too, dude. They'll just keep running away if you don't super cancel. It don't matter. It's AI driven, so even if the AI would probably be smart enough in real life to not just run away from a ball they could get if they turned around, it will not turn the player on. You have to super cancel. So it gets pretty ridiculous. It don't matter if your player's 2 inches from the ball. They will keep running.
That was more than necessary.
Good. Of course, of course. Yeah, man, sometimes it does feel fucked up, though. Like that one, it's like, dude, really? That wouldn't have been a perfect fucking through ball.
Kvaratskhelia in acres of space out wide.
It seems like no matter how much you powered, sometimes it's just off.
Cantona.
Sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, in another situation, my player would have won that, like, shouldered him off, but then randomly he won't. But it could also have to do with, like, the strength of the player and shit. I don't know. Whispers was saying something like, did you know it's a fact everything's scripted? I wouldn't say everything. Well, no, he didn't say everything. He just said it's scripted. But, I don't know. Sometimes it feels like that. I don't know what if it's a fact. What does that mean? Does that mean eFootball came and said it? Do I get my coins? Rewards. I don't think I did get my coins, did I? Let me see. Main reward 50. So I didn't get the GP. GP ain't shit though anyway. It don't matter. If I get the 50 coins, it was almost worth losing. Damn it. I had to win that stupid thing to get the 50 coins. Alright, well that will be eFootball. So they need to freaking get a better like grinding system. They need to get like what I could think of is they could do like rivals on the weekend. They could do or champs or whatever. They could do. Let me think. Co-op ranked. That's what UFL is getting ready to do. That's what Owen. I'll still do the co-op with you on there. You know what I mean? I want to. I was saying that earlier, John. I want to play them so I could see. I want to see like the best version of like the Cruyffs and the Cantonas and the Etos and the Hullets and the Romario, Roberto Carlos, all of them. I want to see them at their best. Dude, like, that's another thing. They could do that. Like, the Impossible Challenge. Do Legend with all the best players. Draft. Think about draft, dude. Think about a draft in eFootball. All the players who don't want to put... How is Konami not thinking of this shit? Think about a draft. Push right stick when you get a pass. I do right stick. That's what I was saying earlier. I released a video on that because at first I wasn't. Once I did that, it changed everything. Hold right stick in the direction where the ball goes. Yeah. Yeah, dude. No, I do the right stick part. I do the right stick. That's how I turn. Dude, when I first played, I thought this game was shit because of that. I was like, bro, you can't even receive the ball. And then once I did right stick, it changed everything. But wait. Push right stick when you get a pass or hold right stick in the direction where the ball goes. So meaning like if the ball's coming to me from 12 to 6, I'd push the right stick in the 6 o'clock direction or back where the pass came from in the 12 o'clock. Because the way I do it, I try to turn, and sometimes I hate how it accidentally pops the ball up like I'm clicking in R3. But dude, I did the sickest turn when I first learned it. Vinny has the ball, it's coming to him, and I do that right stick away from me, right? Thinking, okay, I'll spin him. But spinning him, you go left or right. Well, when I did the right stick away from me, Vinny receives it, pops it over the guy's head, and I got it, dude. It was the sickest skill ever, and I absolutely didn't mean to, but I deleted it. I couldn't even put in a video. Oh, that's sick. Hell yeah, I'll do that. Damn, man, I don't even want to go to UFL right now, but I got to. I don't got to, but I just want to, just to put it out there so I can explain everything. But I'll be back. This is my game. I was hoping that it actually, I was hoping that it would, the shit would update for tonight just to see if there's anything new. You never know, you know. That's all they need. They need to, like, I think the players is just Mkhitaryan. Oh, there's none left. None in there. I need you now. Give me some boosters. Give me some events with boosters. Yeah, I'll just randomly check this, but they showed like when what's his name ends. Apparently, according to them, so you guys probably know this, but just in case you don't, they said this is the next big update, 115 days. So, right now I am scrolling through packs on UFL, or sorry, on eFootball. They said 150 days is the big update or whatever. But yep, stay tuned, dude. I'll have a lot more. I'm going to be learning. I'm going to be training. I'm going to be showing the rookie things that I have learned to help me. And then I want your feedback on what you'd add to that. Similar to what Necro's doing, what John's been doing. Galfano did it that first one. I don't think Galfano's been back, or if he has, he's been more quiet. But definitely want to keep going that route. This game is awesome, dude. The bottom line is the game itself is fun as shit. You just saw there, even against the AI, you can work your way up. Start at the lowest, then go a little ways up. And like, look, so say I lost that tournament, I can still go back in and go right back to the knockout rounds. You see what I'm saying? I'm right back in there, baby. And if you win it, so look, this is my rounds. If I win it, then I get another 50 coins. So I'll do that another time too. And then obviously as I go, I'll be battling for... But you see here, dude, I played against some very good opponents. And if I would have finished this out and say I kept my winning streak and stuff, I was like top 348 at one point. That's pretty good. 7 wins, 3 draws, 4 losses. I'll get a random booster token, then 1,000 E-points. That's not bad. When does this end, by the way? Since that's when I get my points. Or my booster. 46 minutes. So, yeah. Yeah, but that's the thing. That's what I mean by I'm saving up the money, because right now I don't stream on a third party. I'm going to start streaming on ODB, I think it's called, or OBS. I think it's called OBS. But then I can switch through and switch games. I wouldn't even have to end the stream, dude. I just, but yeah, it's probably when I restart it. But either way, thank you guys so much. I'm going to head over to UFL. If you're interested in what I have to say over there, come on over. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much. If you haven't liked and subscribe, like and subscribe. Expect a lot more from me out of eFootball. Expect a big video tomorrow. We are going to grind this journey together. For those of you who've been playing, your help is much appreciated. For those of you who are new, take the journey with me. I promise you, dude, it's worth it. I'll help you every step of the way. I've been grinding the shit out of all 3 of these games, and I promise you, dude, go look. I've been critical of all of them. I'm not kissing ass to no one. My last name isn't Konami, or I'm not associated with Strikers or any of them. I'm just being truthful. This is the game. This is the promised land. Let's blow this thing up. I'll see you over in the shit game in a second. Thank you guys so much. Like, subscribe. Peace out.